Guys, and welcome to my channel. So today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how you can find your own salon space. So if you don't know by now, then where have you been? So I now have a salon. I don't know if you've been following me in the past, but I've been working out of home for a while, and now I have a new space. I have a salon. It's a small salon, but it's beautiful. And don't worry, I'm going to be doing a full salon tour soon. I actually documented the process of how I got up to what I have in it so far. This was not a salon previously. It was actually a pawn shop, and I had to put everything in it. It was just walls and floor basically, and the bathroom. Everything else I had to put in here in the closet. But besides, like the window, the closet, the walls, the floor, the bathroom, other than that, I had to get everything done. So I actually documented that process. So be on the lookout for it if it isn't posted before this video. And when I have the salon fully done, I will be making a full salon tour, because it's still a few things I need to add to the salon, and I can't wait to do my salon tour. I love watching apartment tours, house tours, and salon tours. I just love it. I can't get enough of it, so I can't wait to do my own. So yeah, I just want to give you guys some tips on how you can find your own salon space, because it's not always easy finding that, especially if you're a beginner. You don't know anything about properties and that type of business. I didn't know anything about it, so I didn't even know how to even find where to begin to find a place. So let's get into it. So nowadays we're like in technology is big nowadays, so I would recommend that you search online. It's much easier in my opinion, and that's where you'll find things. Most people, they'll post their properties online, whether it's residential, meaning like apartments and homes, or commercial, meaning businesses, office space. It's good to look online. You can go by foot and then look and see if you see any thing posted on different properties, but it's good to look online. And then to look online, what you want to look up is commercial space. So like I said, commercial space is actually for business. So commercial space is office space and businesses like this. So you can search for salon space. You can find a space that's already a salon, and they're selling it or leasing it or renting it out, and it's already done for you. Or you can just find an office space like I did, and because this is considered an office space, it's a storefront office space. Or you don't even have to have a storefront. You can have a small office and use that as a studio salon or a salon suite if it's legal in your state that you live in or your country. One tip you can do, I will give you, is to go on Google, and this is just obvious. I'm going to get into some good ones that some people don't know about and that I didn't know about in the beginning, because I knew nothing about looking for a salon space. I would just search salon near me or salons for rent, and I could barely find anything. But then I learned different terminology and different websites, and that helped me to find places and eventually find this place. So one way you can obviously do is just Googling. I love Google. That's the best search engine. You could Google salon space for rent. It does work. That's one thing you can do in the beginning, to start there, searching for salon space, or even just searching office space near me or in the area that you want to look for. And then one place you can look is Craigslist. You can look there too for office space. You could put office space for rent, storefront for rent, or salon for rent. And then where I found my space, and where you can find lots of commercial space, the website that I found the most beneficial was loopnet.com. So loopnet.com. LoopNet, the website, it is phenomenal. It's not always easy to find a space because there might not be a lot of spaces available at that time, so you have to get what's available. But if you go to LoopNet, you put for commercial spaces, so you could just put office space or retail space, and then you want to put in the square footage that you're looking for. So you start from the smallest footage that you're looking for and the highest. So for me, I knew that I couldn't do no less than 350 square feet. So because that's part of the state board requirement for someone to have a salon. Anyway, I wouldn't want space that's too tiny anyway. So I started from my search from 350 square feet to 500 or 600 square feet. So if you're looking for a smaller place, that's a good place to start, 350 to 600. And if you want like a bigger place, you could start from about 600 to about 800 or 1,000. So I wanted a smaller space because I wanted it to be affordable. I didn't want to not be able to afford my place. If anything like what happened, I wanted to make sure I was able to afford it. Plus, I'm just starting out with me. I knew that, and I didn't need a place that was too big to start out. So I know I just wanted something on the smaller side. I really just wanted to meet the requirements before I even gave opening an actual salon thought. I was thinking about doing salon suite. I knew I always wanted like just my own personal storefront salon, but I didn't know if it was time for that. I thought maybe I would just do the salon suite first to get my foot in the door, and then do an actual full-on salon. But yeah, I actually looked up that, and then I found different places. So I actually found 3 places. Found one that was 352 square feet, so that was actually perfect. Like it was just a little bit above the minimum. I actually thought that would be the salon for me, but the location wasn't it for me, even though I didn't go in person to see it. Then I found one that was 450 square feet, which is what I'm in now. And then I found one that was about 500 square feet. That was actually none of these were actually salons. Previously, I was going to make it into a salon. The other place was like somebody used it for another. No, actually, the last one was a salon, but it was originally not a salon. I could tell by the layout. It was like the farm on the outside was like a house, so it was some other business before it was a salon. 500 square feet. When I first saw it, I was like, this should be perfect, but they didn't have any furniture in it, and it was on the pricier side. The rent was on the pricier side because it was in Montclair, New Jersey, so that was a little bit much for me. And when I saw this, I knew that was for me. And if you want to know how I knew it was for me, then I advise you to check out my video, how God led me to open a salon. I have that video posted. So I went between those 3, and I believe I found all 3 on LoopNet. So yeah, LoopNet is another great place to find a salon space. There is another website, I can't remember it off the top of my head. I'll leave it in the video or in the description. So those are my tips for finding your own salon. So you want to look up retail space, you want to look up commercial space and office space. You want to use those keywords when you're searching for a space. If you go on loopnet.com, or if you're just going on Google, you want to use those keywords to help you find your salon space or your business. The space doesn't have to be an actual salon for you to make a salon. It could be anything. It could have been a restaurant before. It could have been a pawn shop like my place. It could have been anything, you know. It's just up to how much you're willing to work. You might not feel like you have it in your budget to recreate something, but you want to look at the form. You don't have to like get something that you have to rebuild. You can if you have it, but if it's in the right location and you really like the place. But if you don't want to rebuild, you could find a place like I did. It's not a salon, but it is the build is like doable. Like, you know, they have the walls and the floor, and all you have to do is bring your own furniture and equipment and decorate how you want. I would recommend that. And of course, it's very easy. If it was a radio salon, you could keep a majority of the stuff that was in it and then just make it your own. And then when you're looking for a place, you also want to think about the location. So is the location busy enough for you? If you have a great clientele, then you don't have to really worry about location. You could just worry about a safe place to bring your clients, because you already have enough clients, or you're satisfied with clients and you're not looking for any clients at all. and you just want a place to bring them, then you don't have to worry about location too much. You just want to make sure you find a safe location. But if you're a stylist that's trying to build more clients, or you don't mind it having extra clients, then you want to think about the location. Like, is the location safe? No matter what kind of salon you have or where you're from, you still want to make sure it's somewhat safe. Is the salon safe? Or is this location safe where I will have the salon? Is it convenient for me? Will it take me too long to travel from work every single day? Like, do I have a car? And if I do have a car, will it still take me too long to get to this place? And then you want to think about the traffic. Traffic meaning how many people are like coming in, like how many people will be drawn to the salon? How many people do you see walking back and forth in that location, going to different stores and driving around? Do you see a lot of cars driving around? Do you see a lot of people in this location? It's good to find a place, a space that has a lot of traffic, where there's going to be a lot of people drawn to the area. So that was for me too. Like, I'm happy that I didn't even have to give this much thought, because God did it for me. But this place has so much traffic, and so many people gave me that compliment, like, this is a good location, it's so much traffic right here. So yeah, where I'm at is lots of traffic, and my stuff is pretty safe. I'm not saying that it's some prestigious area. It's pretty good. It's like in the middle, and it's a very good area for traffic, number one. And then also you want to think about what location. Like, is it a location where you can afford the rent? It's too high class for you. Like, you might like the high class lifestyle and the high class look, but can you afford this type of rent? Can you afford this area? Like, would you be able to afford the rent in that area? Would you be able to afford like parking and food in this area? And also another thing you want to think about is in the space you are looking to get, is there parking available? Because you want to be able to park your vehicle. You want to have that available for your clients. So do they have to park on the street? Is there a parking lot? Is the area a place where if they have to park on the street, they'll more than likely get a ticket, because the police are always out there giving out tickets. You do hairstyles that take a long time, and the client can't really go back and forth to pay for the meter, or there's no parking lots available. You want to think about that, because clients don't want to have to pay for a parking lot all the time. They don't want to have to pay for a meter all the time, and no one wants a ticket. So you want to think about that. I'm happy that my place too, we have parking available. We have free parking, so I never have to worry about parking, paying for parking, or finding a parking spot, and neither does my client. So you have the option to park right in front of my salon, but there is a meter right in the front, so I never park right there unless it's very late at night and no one's checking the meters during that time, and I want to be safe. And it's available. It's kind of never available, to be honest, but sometimes it is. So I will try to park there like at nighttime if I'm here late, to park right there, and I don't have to worry about the meter. But I don't have to worry about that. I can just park in the back, and it's free, and my car is safe back there. Another tip for you to find the space is you want to do it on foot, or the online search isn't working. You looked up LoopNet and everything, and you still can't really find anything. You can do it on foot too, because everybody that makes advertisement outside and in their space, they may not post it online. They may have been so busy that they didn't get a chance to post it online. So you want to just this is old-fashioned, but you just want to drive around or walk around and just search different areas. So find an area that you're comfortable with and drive around and walk around and look and see if you see any advertisements for a space for rent. Look at the size of the building or the space and see, okay, this building is way too big, or this building is not big enough, or the space isn't big enough. But when places have things advertised, they normally have the number on it. They won't have the price on it, of course. You'll have to call and ask. Sometimes they'll have the square footage, but sometimes they don't. You would just have to see how big the space is, and you want to get familiar with square footage. I didn't know how much square footage was and how much rent would be with square footage. I learned it's easy. if you have like 400 square feet and then they charge you $11 per square feet, all you do is just calculate 450 times 11, and that will give you your price per month or per year. If you don't know anything about square footage, then I would recommend that you just YouTube it. I don't have a video on that, and I probably won't make it, but those are my tips. If I forgot anything, leave a comment down below and feel free to ask me, and I'll comment back or make another video. Thanks so much for tuning in. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe for more. Okay, bye bye.